Welcome to ICTV News' special coverage of this year's Oscars. The world of entertainment is gearing up for Hollywood's biggest night. Now, there is a lot of ground to cover this year with all of the different nominees, categories, and possible records that can be broken on Sunday night. My name is Naomi Sessler, and I am here to walk you through everything that you need to know as we head into Oscars weekend. The Academy Awards are set to take place this Sunday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. The broadcast marks the 97th annual awards ceremony that seeks to honor the best and the brightest of the films from the past year. What is exciting about this year's ceremony is that there does not seem to be a clear winner amongst the nominees. Typically during award season, we start to see a pattern of winners from the award shows that precede the Oscars. Shows like the Screen Actors Guild, the BAFTAs, and the Golden Globes often provide us viewers with a hint as to who could win big on Oscars night, as many of the heavy hitters tend to sweep the previous award shows. We've seen this in the past with movies like Oppenheimer from last year, which swept all of the previous award shows, then went on to take home many of the statues at this year's Oscars. However, this year, each award show has given us a different winner, leading to several frontrunners in each of the 5 main categories. But before we get into all of that, let's learn a little bit more about each of the nominees. Nora tells the story of a young adult dancer who falls in love with a Russian oligarch, only to discover that his parents do not approve of her or their marriage. The Brutalist tells the story of an architect who moves to America after escaping Europe following World War II. A Complete Unknown is the newest edition of the biopic genre, telling the story of popular folk musician Bob Dylan. Conclave is the story of one man's rise to power within the Catholic Church as he is tasked with choosing the new pope. Dune Part 2 is the long-awaited sequel to the popular sci-fi movie Dune that was released in 2021. Amelia Perez tells the story of a notorious cartel boss who decides to retire and transition into living as a woman in Mexico. I'm Still Here tells the story of a woman who will stop at nothing to uncover the truth about her husband's disappearance. Nickel Boys is the story of black students at a strict boarding school in the Jim Crow South. The Substance tells the story of a fading actress who injects herself with a mysterious serum in order to achieve a younger version of herself. And finally, Wicked tells the story of the hit Broadway musical of the same name, following the story of the Witches of Oz before Dorothy came to town. These films are all excellent in their own right, with many of them also being nominated in the other popular categories. Looking to the previous award shows this year, Conclave, Anora, Amelia Perez, and The Brutalist seem to be the frontrunners in the Best Picture category. Amelia Perez and The Brutalist won at the Golden Globes. Anora won at the Film Independent Spirit Awards, and Conclave won at both the BAFTAs and the SAG Awards. With an even divide like this one, the Best Picture race is certainly the one to watch, as one of those previous winning films could take it, or the fan favorite Wicked could come from behind and snag the win. Moving on to Best Actor in a Leading Role. There are 5 total nominees, all of whom were already big names in the industry prior to their nomination this year. Starting out first with Adrian Brody for his role as Laszlo Toth in The Brutalist. Brody has won the Golden Globe and the BAFTA for his work in the role and is currently being considered as the frontrunner. Following close behind is Timothée Chalamet for his work as Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown. Chalamet shocked audiences with his historic win as the youngest person to ever win Best Actor at the SAG Awards this past weekend, so he could be the surprising winner of the Oscar. Also in the leading actor category is Coleman Domingo for his role of John Whitfield in Sing Sing. Ray Fiennes for his role as Cardinal Tom Lawrence in Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for his role as Donald Trump in The Apprentice. The Apprentice is a fictionalized telling of how a young Donald Trump rose to power in 1970s New York. Current President Trump did call out the film after it was released, saying, quote, "It's a cheap, defamatory, and politically disgusting hatchet job put out right before the 2024 presidential election to try and hurt the greatest political movement in the history of our country, make America great again," end quote. Despite the president's distaste for the film, the movie went on to be nominated for 2 Academy Awards. Moving on to the Best Actress category. There are 5 total nominees with a mix of Hollywood newcomers and big industry names. First up, for her role as Elphaba Throp in Wicked, Cynthia Erivo. Carla Sofia Gascon is nominated for her role as the titular character in Amelia Perez. Newcomer Mikey Madison is nominated for her role as Ani in Honora. Industry staple Demi Moore is nominated for her role as Elizabeth Sparkle in The Substance. And Fernanda Torres is nominated for her role as Eunice Pavia in I'm Still Here. The race for Best Actress has been one of the most interesting, as many of the nominees have won a Best Actress statue at previous award shows. Fernanda Torres and Demi Moore won at the Golden Globes. Mikey Madison won at the Film Independent Spirit Awards and the BAFTAs. Then Demi Moore took the crown once more at the SAG Awards last weekend. Moore, despite being a staple in the industry for the past several decades, has only begun winning prominent awards for her role in The Substance, and she is currently considered the frontrunner for Sunday's award. Carla Sofia Gascon was originally the frontrunner. However, once her once problematic tweets from her past resurfaced, it seems unlikely that she will take home the award. The most shocking of all of this is the fact that Cynthia Erivo has not won any of the awards for her incredible performance as Elphaba Throp. However, many fans are hopeful that she can still pull out a victory at Hollywood's biggest night, or at least are hoping that she will have better luck next year following the release of Wicked Part 2. Moving ahead to the Best Supporting Actor category, there are again 5 nominees. Yura Borisov for his role as Igor in Honora. Edward Norton is nominated for his role as Pete Seeger in A Complete Unknown. Jeremy Strong is nominated for his role as Roy Cohn in The Apprentice. Guy Pearce is nominated for his role as Harrison Lee Van Buren in The Brutalist. And Kieran Culkin is nominated for his role as Benji Kaplan in A Real Pain. This category is the easiest to predict, as Kieran Culkin has won every single award at the BAFTAs, SAG Awards, Film Independent Spirit Awards, and the Golden Globes. It will come as a true shock if anyone else in the category takes home the statue on Sunday. And finally, the category for Best Supporting Actress. Again, there are 5 nominees. First is Monica Barbaro for her role as Joan Baez in A Complete Unknown. Ariana Grande is nominated for her role as Glinda Upland in Wicked. Felicity Jones is nominated for her role as Elizabeth Toth in The Brutalist. Isabella Rossellini is nominated for her role as Sister Agnes in Conclave, and Zoe Saldana is nominated for her role as Rita Mora Castro in Amelia Perez. It is safe to say that the Oscar is between Zoe Saldana and Ariana Grande, as the two have been switching off as the winners during the previous award shows, with the two even tying at the Astra Awards. Now, it does seem more likely that Zoe will take home the win after taking the statues at the BAFTAs, Golden Globes, and the SAG Awards. But of course, Grande could pull out a surprise win. Now, come Oscars night, we could be seeing history in the making. Starting off first with the host. This will be comedian Conan O'Brien's first time hosting the Academy Awards, so the audience is sure to be in for a treat with all of his planned comedic bits and monologues. There are also many first-time nominees this year, with Sebastian Stan, Ariana Grande, Kieran Culkin, and Demi Moore, just to name a few. If any of them take home the trophy, it will surely be a memorable night. There can also be trans visibility and Oscars history made on Sunday. If Carla Sofia Gascon were to take home the statue for Best Actress, she will be the first ever trans person to take home the award. In the same category, if Cynthia Erivo were to take home the award, she would complete the last award she needs in order to achieve EGOT status, making her the youngest person to do so. She will also be the first Nigerian and first person of African heritage to achieve EGOT status. In order to achieve this high honor, a person must win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. Only 27 people in history have been able to do this, including Viola Davis, Rita Moreno, and Jennifer Hudson. So, if Cynthia Erivo were to take home the Oscar and join this elite club of EGOT winners, it will surely be a night to remember. I think we can all agree that no matter who takes home the win on Sunday, it is sure to be an exciting and possibly historic night. Be sure to catch the 97th Annual Academy Awards this Sunday at 7 p.m. on ABC. Then, after the ceremony, tune into Looped In next week to hear all about the big winners, fun moments, and shocking snubs right here on ICTV. Thanks for watching.